Hey guys. Ah, there you are. Hi, this is AJ from Culinary Kisses, and you are welcome to our virtual cooking classroom. Here you will learn everything there is to know about cooking, I promise. We're going to do everything from cutting techniques to using different spices to different cooking techniques while making it all healthy and fun. You need to have fun in the kitchen. So we're going to get started today with our sweet and savory polenta. What are these? Sweet and savory polenta cakes? No, squares. There we go. Sorry about that. Sweet and savory polenta squares. And as we go along in making this dish, you will realize how I come up with the name. And then when you taste it, you will see why it's perfect for breakfast or brunch. This is the series Breakfast and Brunch. We're going to have another one in 2 weeks, by the way, so make sure you go on to either our social media or our website. Everything is under Culinary Kisses. So website is www.culinarykisses.com. Facebook, just look up Culinary Kisses. IG or Instagram, just look up Culinary Kisses. Oh, we're on YouTube too under Culinary Kisses. Okay, guys, so we're going to get started. As you see, I have my pot sitting right here, and I'm going to come around on this side. Actually, as I started thinking about this dish, yeah, I have to put my little trusty glasses on so I can actually see. Hi! So actually, after I started thinking about this dish, I'm like, you know, there's a couple different versions of this that I can give to you guys. So I'm actually going to do that here as well. But for now, we're just going to start cooking. So let me wash my hands. It's good to see you all this morning, by the way. I know here it's a brisk Saturday morning. Fall has definitely fallen, and winter is just around the corner. Some of you may be excited about that. Some of you may not be. Some of you may be entertaining for the holidays that are coming up. This is a good dish for entertaining. The reason why? There's several, actually. So as I give those to you, I have 2 cups of warm water here that I'm going to go ahead and pour in here. Actually, I'm going to get 2 more cups. Now, let me put my disclaimer in here right now before you guys start emailing me about my hair. I did this for y'all so I can look cute on camera. Normally when I'm cooking, I don't have my hair down, so don't hit me up because I'm trying to look cute, okay? All right, so we're going to get that going. It's going to start very quickly. Now, I am using an induction cooktop. This particular one is New Wave. You guys see that? Mom got to pay for endorsements. I just like this. I'm sharing it with you guys. This is awesome, especially when you're cooking with children. Oh my gosh, what just happened? There we go. This is awesome, especially when you're cooking with children. And that's because if you turn it on, the actual cooktop here, this part where the hot isn't touching, it doesn't get hot. So that's like perfect for when you're cooking with children, right? Absolutely perfect. Okay, so we're going to go on from here, actually. While that's cooking, I'm going to tell you, go back to what I was saying before about why this is good for entertaining. It's very economical. Okay, we're using polenta, which is essentially grits. You know what, this isn't going to handle this, so we're going to have to move over to the stove. I don't know what's going on this morning, but something weird is. So, my backup is ready, y'all. I'm ready. This normally works. I don't know what's going on today. Something weird in the air. Is it a full moon? Can somebody tell me, is it a full moon or not? Anywho. There we go. Got my lights back and everything. See, I have an extra light going on back there. Okay, why this is good for the holidays. All right, the reason why is polenta, which is essentially corn grits. Let me see if you guys can see that. I'll go up close, you can see it. You guys see that? And it says right on there, organic. You want to look for organic. Polenta corn grits. This is very, very, very economical. And you see how many, look at that. Well, I've used some of it, obviously. But you get a lot in here, which means you can make a lot out of this one small bag. Okay, I'm gonna go over some of the other ingredients that we're using. Let me open all this up here. Now, to make this a little more, I don't know, rich, I guess you can say, I'm also going to use a little bit of organic vegetable broth. And I'm going to put this in at the end. You guys see that? So I'm going to use some of that. So I'm going to set it back here. I'm also going to use a little bit of Earth Balance, soy-free. Now this replaces your butter and your margarines. I love this. That stuff all over it. That's ridiculous. Okay. I love this product. I use it for, not my hair, that's for sure. I use it for everything. Baking, cooking, anything. And you will not have any type of funny aftertaste or anything like that. And it's not healthy, of course. So, try to use this. Earth Balance is powered by plants. And no, I'm not getting endorsed from any of these guys at all. I'm just showing you, you know how like Oprah has her favorite things, right? And this is the season for it. So I'm just showing you some of my favorite things that I like to cook with. Now, something else that you can add, you don't necessarily have to, but if you want to add a little dollop of vegan gourmet sour cream, it makes the grits a little more creamy. Okay, so I might add a dollop of this just so you guys can see what it looks like. Alright, so I'm going to set that over there. Now, everything I'm using with my grits, I'm going to set it by the stove so it's handy. And of course, sea salt and black pepper. I'm going to set this back here as well. Now, let's talk about that alternative that I talked about earlier. My alternative is we're going to do a polenta stack using fried green tomatoes. Now this tomato, kind of late in the season for this. As you can see, it's already starting to turn a little red, but we're still going to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and prep this and talk to you guys. Let's see here. Let me set all of this over here. I'm going to put this over here now. Look, the water's already boiling. Can you guys see that? It didn't take long at all. Now over here, it probably would have took half the time. I don't know what's going on with that right now. I haven't used it in a minute, and silly me, I didn't test it out beforehand. Usually test my equipment out beforehand, but this time I didn't, so my bad. All right, so this is boiling. I'm going to turn it down. I have about 4 cups of water in here. I am going to put in, now those of you who've been cooking with me in the past, you guys know that I don't measure stuff much. It's really hard for me too because I didn't learn how to cook that way. I learned how to cook from my mom and her sisters, actually 2 main sisters. And they're from the South. They're from Mississippi, grew up on a farm. They don't measure their ingredients. So I grew up, of course, cooking without measuring my ingredients. So that's 1 cup of our organic grits. Polenta, as we're using it for today. Now, sometimes you can also mix. See, those are white grits. Before we had yellow corn grits. So with these, I'm only going to put in maybe a half a cup. And I'm not switching to a half cup measurement. I mean, we're just guesstimating here and having fun. It doesn't have to be exact. I'm not baking anything. So I'm going to eyeball a half a cup. And again, it does not have to be exact, guys. And you also don't have to necessarily add this. This is just something I'm doing to show you some variety. That's all. I'm going to let that cook. This will not take long. I promise you that. I'm going to add some pepper and some salt. You say, how much salt are you shaking in there? You're not measuring the salt. No, I'm not measuring the salt. You want to only shake it. This comes out very, 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 very fine. It's not like I'm pouring a lot of salt in there. But you want to salt according to how you like. Now, my recommendation is, especially if you're cooking for a lot of people, my recommendation is to salt it lightly. because we're adding different ingredients to here. So you're going to top it. You're going to have pomegranate seeds. You're going to have goat cheese. We're going to put a little sumac on there, some smoked paprika, some honey, some shallots. So you want to make sure you don't over salt anything that you're cooking. So my recommendation is to start low because you can always add salt. If you over salt it, you can't take that salt away. All right. Plus it's more heart healthy for you. All right, let's see here. That is looking good. I guess I should have said blood healthy for high blood pressure, right? Anyway, you guys get what I'm talking about. All right, so I'm going to turn this down. I had it on high so the water could boil. I'm going to turn it down now to medium low. I gave it a good stir. I'm going to go ahead and put in a little bit of my earth balance. Now again, I'm not trying to add a lot of fat to this, okay? So I just added about a teaspoon worth. And I'm going to go ahead and add my veggie broth. Let's see. How about a third of a cup? And just eyeball it. There. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of our vegan sour cream. So I want you guys to see that. So this is going to be about, no, let's put about a tablespoon in there. There we go. I'll leave my spoon there in case I need it a little bit later. Give this a really good stir to incorporate all of your ingredients. Now, I'm a big person of like to see what stuff looks like. So I'm going to show you guys. Can you guys see that? Now, it looks a little watery now, but when it cooks, it's going to thicken up. And grits hold a lot of heat. Lots and lots of heat. There. So that looks pretty well incorporated. Shake that off. And let that continue to cook right there. Now, I didn't forget about our green tomato, guys. We need to get that going right away. Not going to take that long. I'm going to give it a good rinse. Move this out of the way so you can actually see me. There. You guys see okay? It looks like an apple. I don't know why. It just looks like an apple to me. That's crazy. All right, so I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to turn it to the side. Now, whenever you're cutting something, you want to make sure that it's as sturdy as possible. Also, you want to make sure you're holding your knife correctly. So what I like to do is I like to use the pinch, grip, rock movement. Now, what I mean by that is actually is grip first. Let's get this right. All right, so I'm going to grip the handle like this. Take charge of the knife. Don't be all scared and holding it like this. What can you do with that? You can't cut anything like this, guys and ladies, okay? You hear me? Grab it. Take control of the knife. Show the knife who's boss in the kitchen. So grab the knife. First step. Next, you want to pinch. You're pinching with your thumb and your index finger. You're pinching the blade. Not down here where you cut, but up close. All right? So I have my 3 fingers wrapped around here. You guys see that? And I'm pinching the blade here. So grip, pinch, and rock. Think of a boat out in the ocean, sailing away to Belize, for example. Going like this in the water, right? Yeah, you feel that motion sickness? Got some ginger on hand? Ha-ha, ginger's good for motion sickness, guys. Anyway, enough of that. Shallot's in Belize right now. All right, so grip, pinch, and rock. Now with this hand, I know that you have things that you can buy. They're like guards right here, but you want to make sure your fingers are in this position. Flat, not sticking out where they can be cut. All right, you want them flat. Get the tips kind of back a little bit. This part of your finger is actually the guide for your knife, okay? So when you're holding something, that's exactly how you want to hold it to prevent accidents in the kitchen. You don't like that. No Band-Aids in here, right? So we're going to be very, very careful. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to peek over the knife, and I'm going to cut straight down. There. See how I cut that? And the only thing I did was cut off that part. There. Set that back there. Regain my position. Then I'm going to continue to cut. And I want to cut let's see here. I would say this is about 1/4 of an inch. And when you get down to the last one, you can either hold it, or if you don't like doing that, just leave it. Okay, better left than cut. All right, so I always leave my blade away from me when I'm on a cutting board. That way, if I do something like this, I'm not up against the blade. See, like that. So just kind of think about different things when you're in the kitchen and things you can do to prevent injuries. All right, so now I'm gonna lay these out flat here, just like that. Actually, I'm gonna move this over here so you guys can. So I have a mixture of different things going on here. Hi, had someone just joined us. Hi, how are you? So we have our grits cooking on the stove over here. I'll show you guys that. And we're making an alternative dish. So I can show you a couple different ways in which you can prepare this polenta dish. Now in here, I did measure this. I can tell you guys. Normally I don't measure, but I did just for you. So in here I have 2 tablespoons of cornmeal, 1 tablespoon of flour, and 1 teaspoon of garlic. I like using garlic granules instead of garlic powder. Powder tends to clump up. There we go. And 1 teaspoon of paprika. That's just regular paprika. All right, so I'm going to set that over here. I'm going to go and get my trusty salt and pepper. Hey guys, love your music. All right, so I'm going to stir this a little bit more. Oh yeah, it's ready. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I have a dish here. See my dish? Voila! What a cute little dish, isn't it? All right, so I'm going to take my dish. Actually, I think I'm going to put just a dab of my earth balance in here, just to kind of coat the bottom of it, you know? There. I'll put that there, and then I'll use that all around here.
Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on First 2050.
Oh, whoever that is, can you mute your, there we go. Thank you. Oh, not. Can you mute whatever that is in the background? We can hear you in class. Feel free to ask questions during class, but we don't necessarily want to hear TV. I'm not competing with anyone. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood today. Maybe it's the same thing that has my new wave kind of bouncing in and out. All right, so I'm going to put this over here. And I'm going to bring this over here and pour it in so you guys can see the consistency of it, okay? You think I'm touching this and it's hot. It's actually not hot. These are great pots. All right, so you see how thick that is? I'm just going to pour it into my bowl, just like that. There. That's good. Bring it back over here. Oh my God, can you see that steam, you guys? That looks amazing. I'm going to pounce it out and let it settle for a sec. Can I see that? All right, so on top of here, remember before I mentioned smoked paprika? And this is actually sumac. I have a little thing on here, but I know what it is. Very, very, very delicious. Earthy, earthy herb. Actually, it's a spice. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that on top. Maybe not. We are cooking live, guys. All right, let's see. Let's try it again. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There we go. I didn't want to like turn it up and then it all come pouring out on top of my beautiful polenta here. That would not be cute. All right. Woo, you can smell that smoked paprika. I'm going to take a pinch of the sumac. Now, again, this is optional, you guys. Totally optional. Those of you who just joined, I want to let you know that, first of all, I know I keep touching my hair. I don't normally have my hair down when I'm cooking. I'm doing this to look cute for you guys. I hope you appreciate it. And I did my makeup and everything. Got up early this morning. What? Okay, anyway. I kind of got lost. See what the top of that looks like? All right, so I have my oven on at 400 degrees. I'm going to stick this in the oven on the very top rack and just let it bake for about, I'll probably leave it in there for about 7 minutes or so. Not that long. I didn't disappear. I'm down here getting a, ooh, you're not going to stay in there. All right, so I just wanted to get this ready so when it comes out, I can sit it right there for you guys there. Now, on to our green tomatoes. So I have my pan on. I'm going to add a little bit of this. Just a little bit, okay? Again, you don't have to overdo it on the fats, you guys. Seriously, we are just dousing stuff with fat unnecessarily. It's clogging our arteries and everything else. All right, so I have my stove on medium high. I normally do this in a cast iron skillet, so if it sticks, I'm gonna be mad. Anyway, you wanna season your green tomatoes, a little salt, a little pepper, and then I'm taking my mixture here. Again, this is 1 tablespoon of cornmeal, 1 tablespoon of flour, 1 teaspoon of garlic granules, and 1 teaspoon of paprika. This is regular paprika, not the smoked stuff. So I'm gonna put this on here to coat. And normally, you know, you can put this in something and kind of shake it around and get it all over. I'm doing it this way so you guys can actually see. I normally do the shake method too. Brown paper bag work wonders. You're trying to shake something and coat it all on all sides, all coating. Paper bags are awesome for that, right? Something else I learned from my mom and her sisters, how I learned how to cook. Now, I didn't mention my dad. My dad was actually a professional chef. So I've actually been cooking since I was 6 years old, believe it or not, and baking since 8. It is incredible. So sometimes you kind of have to slow me down because I do stuff kind of instinctually without even thinking about it. So if you ever have any questions during class, please feel free to shout them out. I'm here to answer all of your culinary questions. If you think of something after the fact, just shoot me an email. You can contact me at angela@culinarykisses.com. Of course, our website is www.culinarykisses.com. And we're all over social media, everything you can think of. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. What else do we do? Google Plus. What else do we do? Pinterest. We have a Pinterest page, guys. Yeah. All right. So now that I have it coated on both sides, I'm going to shake off the excess. And this should be hot. Oh, yeah. Hear that sizzle? You guys hear that? That's what you want to hear. You don't want to hear burn. You just want to hear sizzle. All right. So we're going to get all these in here cooking. And again, this is not part of the original recipe. This is just something that I wanted to show you guys that you can do. Need a little bit more in there, so I'm just going to shake it. There we go. There we go. There. Turn that down a little bit. Let me turn my fan on for a second. All right. So while that's cooking, I'm going to recap. We have our grits cooking, cooked, and they're actually in the stove baking off right now. And side note, I love to clean as I'm cooking. That way I don't have a huge mess at the end. I mean, who wants to stop? You ate a great meal, you're feeling all nice and fuzzy, and you gotta go in the kitchen and clean up. No one wants to do that. So while you're cooking, clean up after yourself. Just tidy up a little bit, okay? All right, so we cooked our grits. We're cooking organic yellow corn grits. We had them on top of the stove with some water, a little bit of salt, a little bit of earth balance that we're using as our butter. We also put a little bit of veggie stock in there and a little small dollop of vegan cream cheese. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. All right, so that's cooking off in the stove. We topped it with a little bit of smoked paprika and a little bit of sumac. All right. Now, I use that side. I'm not going to dry it off because I'm cooking. I'm moving. I don't have time for all that. So I just flipped it over. There you go. These are our fried green tomatoes. And we just want to get them brown on both sides. Now over here, I have another little skillet started. Over here, we're going to cook our shallots. The shallots is for the original dish, the sweet and savory. So this is what a shallot looks like. Just like a mini onion, all cute and stuff. All right, so here, I'm gonna set that up there so I'm not using it right now. Remember what I said about the knives. Rip, pinch, and rock. Remember that motion and you'll be good to go. So I'm cutting off the tip of it. You guys can see that. I'm gonna discard this. Usually I have like a, what do you call those things? A garbage bowl? Usually I have a garbage bowl going on here, but I forgot my garbage bowl. Probably because I was too busy trying to look cute. Anyway, I'll have it next time. Okay. So I just want these to get, oh yes. I'm going to show you what they look like. I'm going to show you. These look absolutely perfect. That one needs to cook a little bit longer on that side, I think. All right. You guys see this? You guys see that? That's what you want. This one hasn't been turned yet. I just want to let you know that. All right, see how much oil there is in the pan? Doesn't need to float in oil to cook. Now, I am going to add just a little bit more. Kind of the same concept with salt, you know. You can always add it if you need it. But if you have too much, it's kind of hard to take it away. I mean, you can when you're using oil, but typically you don't. You have to find something to pour it in, and then you have to figure out how to hold all your stuff in the pan while you're pouring the oil. I mean, it's kind of difficult. So you can always add. There we go. Pecan and our grits. I'll give those just a couple more minutes. Now let's get this shallot peeled here. Now typically I'm going to cut off both ends of this. I don't normally do that with an onion, but with shallots I do. Don't know why, I just do. All right, so I'm going to try and peel this without cutting anymore. As you can see, shallots are in sections. Out of that one bowl, I now have 3 sections. Right? All right. So I'm going to peel this. And I'm going to cut them not too thin, but thin enough. You don't want them really thick because this is going to serve as your garnish on top of your sweet and savory polenta squares. So you don't want to bite down on, you know, just a thick piece of shallot. It is in the onion family, but it's a little, let's see. I would describe a shallot as being a little sweet. Sweet and savory, get it? All right. Anyway, moving right along. See how easy that was to peel? Let me move my trash out of the way. No one wants to look at that. Jeez, I really miss my garbage bowl right now. Okay. So, let me check in my other tomato. I bet you it's time to turn it. Yes, it is. See, I told you guys, everything is like instinctual with me. All right, I'm going to turn this fan off. I'm going to turn this eye down. And you know what? I think I might switch so you guys can actually see me here. Yeah, I'll switch these two. There, I'll set that over there, and I'll set this right here. Now I'm turning this on medium-high. That's where I'm going to put my shallots in, okay? So when you're cutting, you want to make sure that whatever you're using is set down as flat as possible to prevent rolling. You know, that side is curved and it's rolling. That's not very sturdy for cutting. So you want it to be as flat as possible. Rip, pinch, and rock. So now we're going to rock it out. Hold it as steady as possible. I'm like all over the place here. There. Now you see when you cut these little puppies, they are actually cut into like little ringlets. And by that I mean, is that enough? Never have too many shallots. I love onions and garlic, guys. So, all right, so let's see what we have here. Remember, away. Let's see what we have. So when you take it apart, you see how it kind of just separates like that? And you have like these little mini rings of shallots. Really awesome, right? Right. If anyone has any questions, feel free to chime on in. Again, if you think of questions after the segment is over, feel free to email me at Angela at, I always say at Angela, it throws me off. Angela at culinarykisses.com. All right. See, because I don't normally cook with my hair down, it's really starting to bother me now. So you guys get the cute me. Next time, you're just going to get the regular old me. Again, just a drop of oil, not a lot. Do you guys see how much oil I put in that pan? Can you see that? It's not a lot of oil at all. We want to eliminate fats where we can. As a matter of fact, I should have done this in veggie broth. Seriously, as silly as it may sound, it works. I just want to get a nice little caramelization on those shallots. And I'll show you how we are going to put all of this together. All right, so I'm getting ready to take my polenta out of the oven. And I want you to see what it looks like. We're going to go ahead and get ready for our stacks. All right. Oh my God, yes, that's perfect. All right, can you guys see this? I want you to see that. Doesn't that look delicious? All right, so you can actually eat it just like that. We're gonna make it look cute, real cute. So that's gonna sit right there. I'm gonna sit this by that. So it kind of reminds me that, yo, Angela, that's hot, right? Have you gone to touch something and it's like, I knew that was hot, but it's too late because you've already burned yourself. That's not cute. All right, so we have goat cheese crumbles here. You guys see that? So we're going to use a little bit of that. I also have, actually, I'm going to go ahead and pour this in here. We don't need that much, but just so it's cute and handy. There's our goat cheese. We also have a goat cheese log that we're going to use. I've already used some of it, so let me just cut this off. I love like wine and cheese, so. All right, so this is what I'm using. And as you can see, it says goat's milk cheese and it says honey on there. You don't have to get this kind, but it's really, really good. So you can get just a regular kind, that's totally fine. So I'm gonna lay this on my board over here. Get this shallot out of the way. I just gave you guys shallot lesson 101. All right, here I have some mild harissa, which is a Moroccan red pepper sauce. This stuff is so good. It's really, really good. All right, so we're gonna use a little bit of this as well. So I'm gonna set that right there. And what else? Oh, pomegranates. So of course you can buy a pomegranate and get it open and put the seeds out and take time to do that. I just bought them already done. All right, let's check on my shallots here. All right. So we just want a few. I'm not gonna pour all of these in a dish. I just want a few of these puppies. I'm gonna get a little dish over here. I'm gonna put these down in. Let's see, I'm trying to get the ones that are just lightly caramelized. Oh, no, you're cute. We're gonna add you to your friends over here. La-la-la. There we go. All right, so let me get a dish for these. There we go. There. You guys see that? Just lightly caramelized shallots. We're going to set that right there to use. And we have our tomatoes. I think I'm going to leave those right there. That's done. So I'm going to take that off. Now it's time to put everything together. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, our pomegranates. Let's get something for these guys. I'll use this probably. So I want to give you guys a little information about the classes. What we typically do is you sign up for a class, go online. Actually, the best way to do that is probably to sign up for our newsletter. There's our pomegranates. That's going in our imaginary trash bowl. So silly. Okay. Make sure everything's turned off. Our classes. Here's the important stuff. Now, normally when we do these classes, we'll post them on Facebook as an event. I normally also do like a newsletter that sends out information for those of you who want to participate, and that gets emailed to you. I also send out recipes via email, so if you want to do that, that's actually the best way to stay in contact with us. Sign up for our newsletter. Okay, we don't sell your information, trust me. Trust me, I will not sell your information. You have this as proof, right? It is, go to our website. That's the best way to do it. www.culinarykisses, right? Yeah, culinarykisses.com. Go to our website and sign up for our newsletter. It's on our home page. Just scroll down to the bottom a little bit. It says sign up for newsletter. Click here. Just click, fill out the information, and voila, you're done. Then what happens is whenever we have a series of classes coming up, we will actually email you in a newsletter to let you know. We'll also provide the link where you can sign up. So we try to make everything user-friendly and easy. I usually try to post events on Facebook also, just to kind of promote them. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So if you definitely want to be notified of when we're having these classes, newsletter is the way to go. So where? www.culinarykisses.com. Now, once you do that, everything else will be absolutely easy. Now, some of the classes, there will be a nominal fee. Some will be 5, some will be 10, just depends. All that information will be provided for you. Some of them will be free. You have more free classes just like this, but just to let you know. In November, I think I'm trying to do a series of either 10 or 12 classes. They will be at all different times of the day. So some will be breakfast, brunch like today. Some will be lunch, some will be dinner, some will be snacks, some will be desserts. I try to cover the whole spectrum for you guys. Typically, I like to try and stay as healthy as possible and give you guys tips on how to do the same. We need to be more health conscious about our diet and what we're doing to the inside of our bodies to take care of ourselves. Take care of ourselves, right? Right. Any questions you have, culinary questions about the recipe, just let me know. Email me at that always throws me off, Angela@culinarykisses.com. Now, of course, when you sign up for the classes, you will actually receive a copy of the recipe that we're doing in your email. So you can cook along with us if you want. If you're cooking with us, you can stop me during class and say, Angela, my caramelized shallots don't look like yours. What did I do wrong? We can actually correct your cooking as we're cooking. That's the bonus of cooking along with the chef, right? Tell someone you know about it. This is pretty awesome. All right, so let's get the word out there. Online cooking classes, nominal fee, sometimes free, depending on what we're cooking. If I'm cooking like a full course meal or something and I'm taking up like an hour of your time or hour and a half of your time, then, you know, there may be a small nominal fee for that. But little quick, easy dishes like this, usually I like to try and post those for free, just to let you know. All right, hope to see you guys again soon. Let's put all this together because I'm so hungry. All right, so everything starts with the polenta, right? So I told you we were doing polenta squares, yes? So we're gonna do one dish, which is a square, and we're gonna do one dish, which is a round to go with the tomatoes. Yes, 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 and the harissa. Those of you who like spicy stuff, the tomato and the harissa is the way to go. Those of you who like sweet and savory, this original dish is the way to go. All right, so we have all of our condiments here that we're going to garnish with. I think we do. Is that everything? Let me check my backboard here. Yeah, I guess that's everything. Okay, so let's start with our polenta square. Now this is, oh my God, it's so wonderful. All right, so I'm going to do, I think I'm gonna do like a pretty nice size square here. I'm just gonna cut. There. Now this isn't set up as well as I would have liked it to, but we are gonna rock with it. All right, so I'm gonna scoop this over here. Typically you wanna let it cool for a minute, and once it sets and cools, it'll actually set up. Oh yeah, it'll actually set up. But you know what? We're gonna work with this. We're gonna rock with this. What can I use? So you have to improvise sometimes, right? On set. There we go. La, la, la. All right, perfect, yes. All right, so I'm gonna set that down. I'm gonna set this over here only because, you know, this is black and I'm not trying to wash this again right away. Just being honest. All right, so we have our polenta square. So silly. All right, so now we're gonna put down our shallots. Remember those guys? We're just gonna sprinkle some shallots right on top. Oh my God, these smell and look so good. I don't want to do a lot. I'm not even going to do all of those. I'm just going to do that. So I want you guys to still see the polenta. Oh, I need another smell. All right. Goat cheese crumbles. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that right on top. Just a little bit. We have some on the side just for decoration because it looks so cute. There we go. Maybe one more on this side. There we go. See, it keeps rolling off. I want you to stay on there. There, thank you. All right, and now we have our pomegranate seeds. And we just want a few of these on here. We don't want a whole lot. Again, sprinkle them on the plate because it looks really cute. There. Now, last but not least, my secret weapon, honey. We're going to drizzle a little bit of honey on here too. So I am actually just going to come out like this, and then I'm going to go back and forth on my plate. Oh my gosh. Okay, Angela, I'm getting a little carried away here. Let me stop. All right, guys. That's one dish. Now, you can't tell me if you serve this at Thanksgiving or Christmas as an appetizer or a side dish, people would not love this. Can you see that? You need to get up close. See that? Get up closer. All right, so that's one dish. Now, I want to show you an alternative of what you can do with this dish as well. I have another plate. Look at that. Prepared. All right, let's see if I can masterfully maneuver another piece out of here. I'm not even going to cut this. I mean, I'm cutting it, but like not with a knife, as you can see. You got to use the tools you have, honey. All right, I'm going to go in for another piece. Perfect, perfect. Yes, yes, yes. Set this down back here. And I'm going to add, oh yeah, that tomato right there wants to come. That's who wants it. That's the one who wants it. The one that moves first is always the one who wants it. Remember that. All right, so I'm going to cut a piece off of my goat cheese right here. I may have to do two pieces actually to kind of cover it. Oh yeah. All right, so I'm going to do one piece like that. And I squeeze from the bottom to kind of get it out, and then I cut it. And there we go. Okay. So you just want to lay it on there like that, so like your complete piece of polenta is covered. God, try saying that 3 times. Okay. Now I want, yep, this is the guy that moved first, so this is the one we're going with. Now that is a perfectly fried green tomato. Look at that. It just sits right on top, just like that. Now, by it setting on top, as you can see, I've kind of made like a little sandwich here. So our polenta's hot and our fried green tomato's hot. So the cheese is already starting to melt inside that little nice little sandwich right there. We're going to make sure everything's sitting up nice and straight, just like that. Now on top, we're going to add some of this harissa. I'm telling you. Oh, so let's get a little bit of this down. I need another spoon. I didn't realize I'd be using so many spoons today. Give it a little stir. Yeah. Put a little dollop of that on top, just like that. And voila. Yes! Spoons everywhere. That's it, you guys. We have 2 different samples here. Get you a close-up version of that. There, I turn it that way. There we can see everything. You can see the polenta at the bottom. You can see the goat cheese. You can see the fried green tomato. And you can see the harissa sauce we have on top. So, 2 different versions. We started out, oh yeah, I can totally handle that. We started out with polenta. Then we made 2 dishes. I know in the advertisement I said that we were doing sweet and savory. Excuse me, last minute I'm like, okay, let me give them another option. I like a little spice sometimes. So first option, sweet and savory polenta with goat cheese, caramelized shallots, and pomegranate seeds. Our next option is a little spicy harissa, yum, with fried green tomato. Trust me, guys, this is an epic dish. You don't want to sleep on this. So you have 2 different versions here, cooking with polenta. AJ, Angela, you can call me AJ. You guys are family. Culinary Kisses. More classes like this coming your way. Email me. Yeah. Email me and I'll send you a copy. No, you know what? Actually, I think I'm going to post this class. I'm going to post this class on YouTube. That's what I'm going to do. Post it on YouTube. I'm going to put the recipe on there so you guys can see it. I'm also going to post it on Facebook so you guys can see it, and I'll put the recipe on there as well. So make sure you look out for that. Make sure you sign up for our newsletters. There's more wonderful classes like this coming your way. So stay tuned. And trust me, next time I can't be dealing with all this. I know I try to look cute for you guys, but my hair is going to be up or in a ponytail or in a bun or something so I can like be free to move around and be crazy. But I always having to constantly touch my hair. I don't really like that when I'm cooking. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy this dish. Hope you enjoy your dish. Hope you enjoy your day. Again, this is Angela from Culinary Kisses. Good to see you guys. Until next time, happy cooking. Bye. I'll take my glasses off and say goodbye. Bye, guys. We will see you later. Next class is going to be this Sunday. We're going to be cooking dinner, I believe. Yeah, we're going to cook dinner. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Sign up for the newsletter. Catch you guys later.